Hello and welcome back to this Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode we finished up in the verdant city of Breahard and found out some rather interesting things as we were caught up in a rather geopolitical situation between the noble faction and the faction of the commoners. But we ended chapter 3 on the note of a young girl speaking to one Lecter, we assume Lecter Arundel, who of course we've met in the previous games, but it's time to hit chapter 3, so before anything else, let's go and get it. So, like every disclaimer of this game so far, you might hear the fan in the background. It's very hot here in the UK at the moment, specifically in London where I am, and I don't have, I've just got to have it on or it's failing, but this is what I'm missing a good little bit of rain. So,
it was the middle of June. With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista.
So far I'm loving this game, by the way. I don't know if this is evident via my speaking. It's been really cool to see a world as well formed, with voice acting and everything, a bit more kind of like technical elements to it.
With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life.
We certainly did.
But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
It's going to be some sort of fucking exams, isn't it? They said it in a couple of episodes back. There you go.
Tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams.
Yes.
I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
Because the purple lightning is fucking sick.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
She believes in you.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do.
She knows.
Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages? I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Indeed.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
You certainly do, Marisha Ray.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Interesting that we have to do that every single time. So, what should I do? I could stand up to a bone just about everything. Honestly, my worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it would help. In year review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare though. You mean it? It'll be a huge help. My biggest weak spot is Erebonia history, I guess. Doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone. I think I understand all the material I've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that if you like. Though in return, I appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help me revise military science. It'll be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess. Would you two mind if I jumped in? Use a little refresher on my classics. You're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate the invitation. I'll have to pass this time. Subject need review in Pybert. I'll see you all later. Interesting. What's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Hey, Rena. What is it? You're heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come join you guys in a bit. Alright then. Perhaps I'll see you later. You certainly will. We've got a 3 days. We need to study with some people, and we get some more bonding points. But there's a list of places that I need to go and need to do, so the first thing, we need to get some new character profiles. So we're going to go head over to the art room. So I'll see you guys there. Here we go, so we need to speak to Clara. Should be easy enough to get panicked to travel to study. It's quite the claim. It certainly is, but we're going for our... where is it? Our chapter 2, we already smashed that one out. We're going for our character sheets, basically. I want to start filling up all of these where we can. Clara, we've now completed. She's usually found in the club room sculpting, which is her thing. She's always doing that. Right, next one is the library. It's going to be a lot of zooming this episode. I'm just showing you this because we've got a fucking umbrella, boys. Look at the umbrella. That's sick. I like the attention to detail. Of course I have an umbrella. What a weird addition. Right, so we've got another character profile to add to ourselves here. So we need to speak to Teresa in the library, who I believe may be this person here. Female student, it's not this person. Blah, 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 blah. Teresa, is it you? One of you two? Are you Teresa? It is this person. A noble. Think her perception would be shattered if they saw her like this. You may well be right. But we need to head up here because we bought some fresh milk. And there's going to be a certain cat here that we know who belongs to. Hey, how'd a cat manage to get in here? Guess I'm looking for someone to get out of the rain. Here's some fresh milk. I should give her some. Here we go. Gave her the fresh milk. Meow. Of course. She seems happy. Maybe I'll bring her another sometime. We certainly will, but we now have a mission of talking to certain NPCs to gain our knowledge, so we need to speak to Mr. Lysander. Hello there. Review some what we covered. I was passing by. Come, no need to be shy. Now when it comes to issue, why don't we go over a little thing you might possibly come up on your exam? Sounds like it could be helpful, if I can actually stay awake. We increased our knowledge of Erebonian history, which is very good. Then we have another person here. This lovely lady here. Oh. Horse riding, it's not what we wanted. We need to find a primer on political history. It's in one of these areas. Culture 1. Technology 1. God damn it. Where are you, primer on political history? Are you shining somewhere else where I cannot find thee? You must be over. Ah, okay, so we research geography actually. I'm in the midst of gathering a variety of peculiar dishes. Okay, we knew about this already. Yes, 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 we know. Standing order, we'll give him some peculiar dishes. We'll do this at some point, of course. But that's not exactly what we're doing. I need to find some books. It's going to be on this one, isn't it? The last one. No, where are you? Is it just on one of these? Is it just hanging out on here? Am I being a fool that I can't find this primer? I think I might be being a fool. Let's try here. We will spend some bonding time with everyone. Recommended reading corner. Sports beyond tradition. We're going to read this, obviously. Its contents were added to book notes. Where is this primer that I'm so looking for? This is very frustrating. Can I Perhaps look here. Is there any of these? No. Whereabouts are you, book primer? 1 second. I'll find it and then I'll get back to you. Of course it's going to be where it's fucking shining. Why did I not see that to begin with? I'm going to read this book. Make for a good refresher. We increased our political, economic things. That's very good. Right, I'll see you at the next stop. We have a book on a bench in the gymnasium. Book entitled Military Science, a primer. Probably going to be quite good. Give him a quick read. We increased our knowledge of military stuff, but we now need to head back outside. Not to the training hall, but to the Thor's military academy. And I will run my way over to Becky by the entrance. Becky by the entrance. Where are you, Becky? Is this Becky? Shut it. I'm not taking no... I can memorize anything in one go. You won't be able to remember anything. Try the memorization trick. We found a new effective memorization method. I will take that, of course. Right, we've now got a whole bunch of people to go meet in the main building. So, I'll knock them out. I'll get to you once you... I will see you there. Instructor Mary's first up. An art teacher. These will be your first midterms. We're going to ask for some stuff. And our knot of knowledge has been increased. So let's go find the rest of these professors. We need to the east hallway. Speak to Mr. Man having a cigarette inside, as always. Probably no. If you teach me anything, gotta ask. We're just gonna keep on asking. Get me up to speed, please, Mr. Man. So, next up is we need to head to a fancier guide. So I'll see you guys there. We're here in the music room, and we need to go check one of these bookshelves for something. Please, bookshelves. Here we go. We need to read something in here. Fancy Guide to the Opera and Paintings. So let's go. Wouldn't hurt to give it a read. Increase our knowledge of art. Well, thank you very much. That is very much what we need. Then we have to head up to the building Building roof. Let's make our way up there quickly. Speak to Beryl. Beryl, where are they? Is this Beryl? I'm guessing this is Beryl. I love the rain. Let me give you one a secret. You don't need to study thanks to a official trick of mine. Page 44 will be our oral science exam. This is certain. Wouldn't hurt to study that page, as we increased our name on oral science. Thanks, Becky, who blatantly hacked into something. Right, got 2 more. We're going to head to the Student Union building. We're stuck with the twins, and they're being very, very silly. Vivi is suggesting strip studying material that might be on the exam. Very nice done. And then we got one last little bit of information that we need to make sure we nail our exam. So we need to make our way to the literature room, which of course we do. Literature club. And give me the last book. Historically accurate Erebonian politics in pictures. Which feels like a fairly good thing to do. So, we have 3 bonding points. And none of these actually giving us any character note pages. So I am going to focus on trying to gain some level 1s and 2s. So the obvious one to do first is to find Emma and Fee and have a little bond with them, which I do believe they should be in the first floor, which should be down here, correct? And find ourselves some Emma and Fees in the background, because this should, I believe, give us some link value. So like, why don't we sit with Emma and Fee? You two going over Erebonian history? I can't memorize. It's all pointless. We're going to spend some time with them, of course. Focus on Lore of the Lions. Should we go from the beginning then? Of course we will. Dracos gathered soldiers in the Northlands. 952, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Excellent. Well done, Fee. I guess it's stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month, so that's easy to remember. They say it was raining in Helmdar that day. Legend has it the moment of Emma Dracos stepped into the city, the rain stopped. That's neat. Yeah, I like the story of sticking memory. Pretty good teacher, aren't you? I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it easier to keep the material stick in your memory. So that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it. Should we finish this off then? Please. Which... we save him for a way, making sure the new era in history. Our bond strengthened. Yeah, we got that level 2 bond, which is what we wanted, and we should get the level 2 bond for Fee as well. Nice, meaning we're only not as well linked with Laura. Laura and... let's have a look. It is Laura. And that is it. Just Laura. But the main girl, Laura and Elisa, are our next targets for... Target sounds a bit sinister, but they have a bonding event. We're going to want to use them. I want to get that level 2 with everyone. And then the next one's kind of a, you know, we can choose a little bit. We have a little bit of free time. So, auditorium's locked. It's because I always go to the wrong bloody place. Can't seem to run when it's like this, by the way. Can't seem to run in the rain, which is interesting, because I definitely think you run more in the rain. But that's fine. And I believe if we go upstairs, we should find our friends in question. Laura, I want our link to be stronger. Oh, you're studying. Tantamount fair, would you coin us, Reen? Of course we will. Basics of illustration. Any time to spend, Elisa, of course, that is who we're going for on the main role. First question. What is dessing? Drawing that makes use of monochrome lines, the varying heaviness, to highlight the way the light hits the subject. Wow, you think correctly. So what is a sketch? Portrays an object roughly, with very little detail. To me, likened to an early first draft of a drawing. Both sides of the same coin, kind of. Art was never a good thing for me at school. I would love to be able to draw, but it's just not a thing. My partner, Sophie, she draws so well, but there you go. Right, you two know stuff, maybe you should just be using harder questions, so... He really is a kind-hearted person. I try my best, bro. Or she tries their best. Bond with Elisa strengthened, bond with Laura strengthened, 100 plus for the old Elisa, and this should definitely give us the link too, with Laura, and get us finishing blows with everyone, which I think ultimately will hand. Now, we've got some choices now. Nothing chooses. We can either choose Elliot and Macias, or we can choose Eusis and Gaius. Ooh, there's a chance I level up to level 3 with Elliot, so that feels like it should be the one. So let's head towards the library. I'm just prioritizing where I can, you know, where I'm thinking it might be a good idea. Let's head in. Go to the library. Get our study on. It'd be cool if there was a way to just do unlimited bonding, but I suppose this is just how it is. Let's speak to the boys. No better than fear. Both better motivated fear. And for one last study marathon, we certainly are. Let's get started with the basics. Orb energy is generated by septium. We knew this already, differs from other types. That it replenishes itself over time. It's hard to imagine what life would be like without it. Orbital energies in lighting, railways, telephones, battle ordnance. Portability, second is the ability to synchronize. It's the flexibility. Battle capabilities can change dramatically with the quartz based in. Very true. Got the basics down instead of helping focus on what you really study. Reciting the information I've learned helps it stick in my memory. Everyone does need a method. We're learning with everyone now. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Continue the orbital stance, and we're bond with Elliot and Macias strengthened. Are we close? No, we're 59 away. We're so close. We could actually get that in the next school field trip. But that feels like it's all. Oh, it's time to head home. I didn't realise because of the rain. Guess we should get ready to head back to the dorms. Then we've got some answers. Some stuff that we need to do.
Excuse me?
Who are you?
I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
How the fuck you know my name? How you know my name? How you know Reen's name? Who the fuck are you? I would have been like, how'd you know my name at that point?
Wait a minute. How does she know who I am?
You're a B-Knock man. Big name on campus. And here comes
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. And the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not gonna learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
I think it's a good idea.
Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay.
The game does push it. Gotta go with the canon, guys.
Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
The charmer.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Nah, no need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years.
You could say that.
Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder.
I think I know I did all I could.
I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebonia has no shortage of smart people.
The future is bright. The future is Erebonian.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level.
Yeah, we don't really know much about the education system here in Erebonia, to be honest.
Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff?
Dish me.
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am.
Nice.
Probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything. Especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal. Though Fee's past sure came as a surprise.
This is where she reveals.
I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Most probably. She probably saved her.
Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kind of strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
Woman in a maid uniform.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
No!
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act.
He
He
couldn't.
seemed a couple years older than us. Maybe 20 or so?
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her. Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something?
She
That
rich.
wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
I think that's probably is the case.
If only.
Everyone likes the Reen. Trails of cold steel. Exam time. Let's do this. As we go to the 16th. Midterms. The next day. The first of 4 grinning days of midterms begin. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, Middle Ages of the War Alliance was brought to an end by Young Chronicles. In what year? We actually do know this. It's July 1952. Certainly should be the right answer. Rough coloured watercolour. What styles would be most appropriate? Obviously, sketch. Learning stuff, never knew about the term dessin before. So, you know, video games help you learn, people. At a ripe old age of 28. Right. 4th choice. Figure 1 depicts some information of what type of unit is currently advancing. The The answer is, of course, armored. And then is it going to bring up something about orbital science? The following statements about orbits are all purport to be true. Which one is not? They synchronize with the UC. The bases change based on quartz. Orbital energy recovers over time, which is true. But arts are not allowed to be used without quartz, or cannot be used without quartz. Politics. Which of the following laws enacted last year first came to first in Helmdilla? The order is the Imperial Public Transportation Act. We'll learn about that in the Celtic thing. Doing pretty well, the final day. The BDAC. So, CPI is divided into 4 stages. Check a person is breathing, check a person is conscious, perform chest compressions and rescue breaths, call help with a loud voice. So, it should be B. Check if the person is conscious. D. Call for help with a loud voice. A. Check if the person is breathing. Perform chest compressions and rescue breaths. Oh, the other way doesn't make sense. Vital knowledge, that. Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. It looks like the rain ended along with them. This is Goddess's way of rewarding you for your hard work. I don't think that reasoning stands up to scrutiny. I'm totally spent. It's over. You worked really hard, V. Phew. Today's free day, so take a chance to unwind, blow off all that pent-up exam stress. They'll post the results next Wednesday. Take it easy until then. Don't relax too much, because you've got a practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. Of course we fucking do, because, you know, we can't be given anything else. With all the intensive studying, completely forgotten about that. You could stand to be a little bit more considerate with the timing of your announcement. Next Wednesday, we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Shipping out the next week for another exotic trip. Let's make most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least 1 day off. Guess I should probably take up practice once in a while. We've got some business to take care of out of town after we're done here. We'll be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn down the dorm or anything. Of course. Of course we don't. So we got some free time. How many bonnings have we got? This is where I'm going to have to start to choose, probably. Because there's some character profiles here. That I'm not as hot on.
Now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird.
Always.
And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Humility.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
She got some shit.
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and that lifestyle...
Hey man, some people like him crazy.
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Reen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time.
Got a full team to take. Unless it's Laura.
Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to? He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I have no idea. He and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice.
What does Emma know?
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too?
It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then.
When Fee revealed she's a
It's like they've been
Jaeger.
avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Neither did I.
We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
He knows all the drama. Our
well,
boy.
Do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression.
She's got some shit.
Flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Do you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense.
It's good to see everyone getting along
I do have
somewhat.
my suspicions as
Apart
to your
from those two.
lineage, however.
Really?
Ugh, you.
Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry. We're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
I think it's getting revealed whether you like it or not, Elisa.
What? Sharon?
It's so delightful to see you again.
Oh, hey. It's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
Kind of.
What are you doing here? She didn't. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself.
La 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 la.
Today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory.
Sharon Kruger. Okay. Hey, Sharon.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family.
And there's the confirmation.
I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
And there we go. Elisa's little thing has won. But Beyond the Railways is the name of this chapter. We got a free day, which is very, very good. But I think this is probably a good place after all of the hard working, the exams, the big reveal. I think it's probably a good place to say, if you've enjoyed this episode, Depending on how long this cutscene is. You can tell this is why I'm going out blind, because I have no idea.
Whoa!
Okay, we're getting some lavish shit.
Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible. I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast.
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast.
What's it? What is
I
it?
must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
It's got bacon, it's got eggs, it's got some form of green.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
Lisa's not happy.
I get the feeling Elisa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences
Oh my God.
in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself. Thank you very much.
She a rich kid. She a rich kid.
Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today.
Ooh, that's a hint to where we're going.
After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week. Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
She's gonna take it.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Reinford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman too.
She's a big deal.
I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy.
I would bet on it.
I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
The maids in this universe are weird.
That's preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really? I mean, stop treating me like a child. Oh, yes, I would like some jam.
It's almost heartwarming to watch.
It is genuinely.
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
You would say that, definitely. So, Peerless Breakfast, members of Semper's very routine, very much checking with the tasks given to him. So, we will be doing these tasks in the next episode. So, if you have enjoyed this, please, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Trails of Cold Steel. Let's do this. Peace and love.